Today we're making thumbnails that look like the Prince family's thumbnails. So I was actually sent this one by someone on Instagram. So pretty much you got a picture of two people, you got food, you got the plates, and you got the background and the table. Alright, let's go. So go right into Photoshop. You want your width to be 1280 pixels, the height to be 720 pixels. Your resolution, if it's for the internet, you could put 72, but you might want to print this out for later or something, and you could just put 300. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so I'm gonna let that load up for a second. I'm gonna go back over here. I like to copy and paste my image into Photoshop, so that way I have it right here in front of me, so I ain't gotta keep going back and forth. Alright, so here we go. I don't know why it's acting slow today. I don't like that. Alright, so I already have my two pictures of people that I want to put on here. I got a Drake one. And I'm going to just paste that right here. And my other one, I can't remember. Did I use Zendaya? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to get this one. I just wanted them both to look shocked. So, yeah. So for this example, it would be better if the picture you choose is like the person facing the camera, you know? So I'm gonna just put her there. I got Drake. This time I'm gonna actually go ahead and label my I don't know if I spelled that right. Zendaya. Okay, but yeah, this time I'm gonna go ahead and actually label my layers because I ain't trying to mess up today. Reference. All right. What else do we need? So I got us a plate. I just went on Google and just typed in plain. I'll type plate white. So this one right here looks pretty good. When I looked at the example, I can tell that the plates are the exact same. So you might be thinking, oh, how did they make it look like it's actually sitting on the plate? We'll get there. We'll get there. Just get your images. Just get your images. And then we'll need two plates, but I'm gonna just leave this one here and I'll just duplicate it later. The food I want for it, let me look and see. So they just have a lemon and cupcakes. I mean, I guess I'll do apples. I don't know. I guess apples can work. Apples. Because you want to find a picture where it looks like they're like, whatever food you choose is like sitting on something. So preferably something like this apple could work. I mean, you want to make it easy on yourself. So don't go and try to pick an apple that's like in this picture right here. Like that's too much. I'm gonna probably do this. Is it a high quality picture? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, copy that one. Let's go paste that one into Photoshop. And then I guess I'll choose some kind of sweet, a piece of cake, I guess. I'll put cake slice. Let's see how, ooh, perfect. Cause you know, cake slices, you're not gonna see them all turned up in weird ways. So these are all like just sitting up straight, so that's perfect. Let's see, I prefer to have a cake that has some color to it. Cause I was thinking about adding the chocolate one, but I think I want like, something like with sprinkles and stuff, you know? Maybe I'm just being extra. Let me go to tools and then color and transparent in case I don't feel like cutting this out later. Alright, we'll do this one. No, I don't want it to be from the side. Yeah, here we go. This is good. Perfect. It's a little blurry right there. I guess it just didn't load up correctly. We might just use it anyways. We're gonna use it anyways. It's fine. It's just for the example. Alright. And then I'm going to worry about the background last. Okay. So let's go ahead and start cutting out our pictures first. So let me go ahead and label this one. This is the cake. These are the apples. This is the plate. Alright, let me put the reference at the bottom. Go ahead and hide everything. I'm going to cut out the easiest things. So this looks like the cake is already cut out because, you know, the background is white and then the cake's background is white as well. So what I like to do is I'll come here and get a solid color and I'll put something crazy on it like this light green, because you'll be able to tell if you didn't cut something out or not. So I'm gonna get the cake. I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna go to select subject And it should just automatically cut it out for me. Give it a second. Alright, perfect. Click on your layer mask button right here. There you go. That's done. Knock it out the way. Apple, same thing. Select subject. Give it a second. Layer mask. Ooh, kind of messed up a little bit there. Hold on. I want to get rid of this white. So with your layer mask, wait, hold on. I think I'm lying. Click on the apple thumbnail on this side first. Then hit W on your keyboard to activate this magic wand tool. Click right here, and it'll like just select all the white for you. It's not perfect, but in this situation it probably will be perfect. But come back over here and click on your layer mask. Go to select. No, wait, I'm lying again. Go to edit and then fill. And then you want it to fill with black over there, so it'll like take that away. Alright, deselect everything. Let me get my move tool back. So the apples are good. Knock them out the way. Now the plate. The plate might be a little hard because it's white and the background is white too. So let's just try the select subject thing again. Select subject. Come on. Okay, it looks good so far. Let me click on this and see how it looks. It looks a little bit jagged down there. Let me undo that. In case you don't know, to undo on a Windows computer it's Control Z. On a Mac computer it's Command Z. But anyways, select. I'm gonna go to selected mask. So yeah, it looks a little bit jagged down there. I don't like that. I want it to be a little bit more smooth. Even at the top looks a little jagged. So I'm gonna just increase the smoothness of it. That kind of helps. Let me increase the contrast. That looks a little bit better. I'm gonna shift the edge. I kind of just play around with all these to look good. That looks a little bit better. Let me bring the smooth back down. I just didn't want it to be like a crazy, I didn't want it to be too obvious. So I'm gonna hit OK. Hit my layer mask button again. That looks a little bit better. And again, thumbnails be like this big, so you ain't gonna have no crazy detail on it. Alright, so the plate is good. So we're gonna actually, I wasn't saving. Hold on. I'll put Prince versus. Alright, so but remember I said we needed 2 plates, right? So we're just gonna duplicate this plate. You can hit copy and paste on the keyboard. You can go up there and hit copy and paste, but what I do to move faster is I hold down the Alt key and I'll click and drag this layer up to duplicate it, or with that layer selected, you could just hold down Control and then hit J, and it'll just duplicate it for you. So there's always more than one way to do something. Alright, hide both plates. So we're gonna cut her out. Alright, so select subject should be easy on this one, but it's gonna be hard for sure on the Drake one. So let's hit subject. Okay, that looks good so far, but she also has that shadow behind her, and I gotta get rid of that. Select a mask. Okay, it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. Let me bring it over a little bit. I just want to get rid of the shadow. That's on her. So I'm gonna click on. Is it this one? I can't remember. Yeah, quick selection, and then I'm gonna hit the minus one. Make my brush a little bit smaller. I'm gonna just do a little quick swipe right there. Same thing here. Good. Perfect. I gotta get the neck part back, but I'm gonna just leave it like that. I'll fix it in a minute. Okay. Everything else looks good though. Okay. I want it to be a little bit smoother, so I'm gonna increase the smooth slider, bring that up, and it still looks a little bit too soft, so I'm gonna bring the contrast up. Now it looks a lot sharper around the edges. Perfect. And it kind of fixed the neck thing a little bit. Around her head, that could be fixed. It looks a little too sharp here, but I'll worry about that later. Alright, so we got the selection. Go to the layer mask. So she's good. Alright, that's perfect. Now let's do the Drake one. So the Drake one, what's gonna make this a little bit more difficult, I think, is because he has people in the background. So let's try select subject and see what Photoshop is gonna do for us. Yeah, see, it's selecting, everybody else. So let's go to select and mask. So I'm just gonna get this one, hit the minus. I'm gonna make my brush a little bit bigger in case you didn't know. If you look at the brackets, the things that look like this, wait, you know what I'm saying, like this. The one on the right, if you hit that one, it makes your brush bigger. Then if you hit the one on the left, it makes it smaller. So that's just, you know, so you see how to make my brush bigger and smaller. But yeah, I just wanted mine to be a little bit bigger. I'm just trying to help y'all, you know how to move a little bit faster. Ooh, it took away his jacket. I'm gonna take this part away. That kind of took away like this down here. Well, you know what? It's really only gonna be like chest up, so I don't even have to worry about the bottom. I just thought about that. So let's scroll up. Our brush a little bit smaller. Oh my gosh, bruh. Okay. When that happens, you just gotta try to finesse it. I'm gonna click on his hair. Okay, it's working. Okay, we were saved there. We were saved there, but I'm gonna end up going back in there with the brush and I'm gonna try to fix it. But around the edges here, it's just, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good for that part, but we'll be able to fix it. All right, I'm gonna bring the contrast up a little bit. Same thing with smooth. Bring that up. So that's good, and I'll just go back in there and I'll fix it in a minute. All right, I'm gonna click here. So I'm gonna get my brush, or you can hit B on the keyboard, B as in boy. I'm gonna come right here, make sure I'm gonna get a soft round brush. Remember, black is to take away, white is to bring things back. So I need to take away this peak part. So I'm gonna make sure this is on black. Make sure this is selected as well. Come right here. Oh wait, my brush opacity is low. Okay. Come right here. You can get rid of that. Again, it's just a thumbnail, so you ain't gotta get it perfect. I'm gonna probably switch that brush in a minute. But all in here, it's gonna take a little second if you wanna use your mouse. But usually whenever I'm, doing something like this, I'll use a tablet. So if you're like actually just, using a pen, or a stylus, then it'll be a whole lot faster. But yeah, with the mouse, it's so tedious. But, let me show y'all another little shortcut. If you click one time and then hold down shift and then click somewhere else, it'll like make a brush stroke in a straight line. So I like to do that around edges like this. So like here, I'll just click one time, hold down shift, click again, then it just did that in a straight line. You ain't gotta get every little detail. Like I said, thumbnails are thumbnails. So they're supposed to be small. Oh snap. They're supposed to be small. Ain't nobody looking at all that detail. Alright, that part looks okay. Over here, his ear. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. Make sure you're hitting save as you're designing. Okay, so we're good there. So let me pull my reference back up because I want to see how big everything needs to be. Okay, let me just size this up. Put it about right here. Oh, we forgot something. The table. So let me go and find one. I'm gonna just I always put kitchen background, and it always gives me like a counter like this. Okay, so I'm gonna get, what do I want? I guess I'll pick that one. That's fine. I'm gonna copy that image, bring it back over into Photoshop, paste it. If it's too small, it's okay. I'm gonna right click that, make it into a smart object, size it up. Theirs goes back a little bit. Like, let me show you what I mean. I'm gonna lower the opacity of this current layer. I gotta be able to see it though. It ain't gotta be exactly where theirs is, but I'm gonna put mine about right there. There we go. Alright, cool. So I got this here. And so I'm gonna go ahead and click right here on the layer mask thing. I don't need all this stuff up here in the background for this whole picture because I only want the counter. So I'm gonna hit this button right here, and you want to go to the rectangular marquee tool. If you want to get that little like menu thing to come up, just click and hold it down, then it'll open up like this. So I'm gonna just click and hold the mouse, stop about right here. I'm gonna overlap it just a little bit, and make sure you're still over here inside of your layer mask. Go up to edit, fill, and make sure you have black right here. All right, hit OK. Now we're good. So that is our table. Let's go ahead and get our plates up here. Got both the plates. Oh snap! I'm moving the wrong thing. Okay, so I got my plate here. I'm gonna actually hide the counter. Let me make sure I label that counter. Okay, or a table. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, so I got both my plates here. Both of their plates are like, let me delete one plate. Their plates are both in the scene. So I'm gonna just hold down shift and put mine about right there. Again, yours doesn't have to be the same exact, size as theirs, but this is me being extra. Okay, so I got that one like that, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and duplicate it. Remember I said you can hold down Alt and click and drag something to duplicate it. Just make sure that you're letting go of the mouse first, then the keyboard. So like, hold down Alt, click, drag it, let go of the mouse, and then the keyboard. Okay. But anyways, so now we got our plates. They're about the same size as theirs. We're doing a good job. So we're gonna have the apples on this side. And we'll be able to fix the shadow and stuff. You just gotta like draw your own shadow. But yeah, we'll have the apples here. I might low-key pick a different picture of the apples, but it's all good, it's all good. Okay, the apples are here. Now we wanna come over here to the cake. I'm gonna actually get another picture. Maybe I should just go ahead and get cupcakes, because it'll probably fit a little bit better. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, let me get cupcakes. Oh no, I'm gonna only type in 1, not 2. Okay, I thought I had hit the search button. We're gonna be lazy. I'm gonna hit tools, color, transparent, because we might not wanna cut anything out. I'm gonna get this one. Already transparent, perfect. Bring it over into Photoshop, paste it. Perfect. I hate when it does that. It'll like keep the black background on it. Select subject. Come on, we know the solution. We know the solution. Alright, perfect. Okay, what else do I want? I want one that like has a little bit more color. I just need one. There we go. Dang, it was being difficult. Okay, perfect. I got a feeling this one might have the black background on it too. Yeah, but we know the solution. Select subject. Come on girl. All right, layer mask, perfect. So we got this one here. So something I'm noticing right now is that their cupcakes are like, they're sitting like a little bit more up, and ours are kind of like it's just the angle is different. So I'm a low-key try to finesse it, make it a little bit wider. That's why Photoshop is the greatest program on the planet. Like you gotta finesse stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the angle is different. The angle, they got like a perspective tool on here, but this isn't it. This is just like squishing it. That's not what I'm trying to do. That was low-key working. Alright, I'll show y'all what I did. So if you have your cupcake selected, hold down wait, what button did I hold down? Oh, hold down Control. Or it might be Command if you're on a Mac, but hold down Control and you see your cursor will change to like some left and right arrows. Click one time and then you can like drag it left to right or up and down. So that kind of helps with the perspective a little bit. Okay, again, make sure you're saving. Make sure you're saving your file, because if it crashes, I don't know what to tell you. Well, I mean, it'll recover it for you, but I ain't got time. Anyways, so now we got this one, and I'm gonna just try to make it look like it's a little bit behind the other cupcake that I have. Try to put it at about the same size. Stretch it up just a little bit. Because if you distort something like that, it's going to be obvious. So, limit it, you know, like don't overdo it. But yeah, they got a perspective tool in here, but we ain't gonna worry about that. Bring this down a little bit probably, and then just make it bigger. Yeah, that's what we want, y'all. Okay, that's what we wanted. Okay, so we got that and this. Okay, what else? Just bring this over just to make it a little bit wider, maybe. That's just me being picky. And then we'll go over the shadow part in a second. Okay, so now let me go ahead and get Drake and Zendaya back. Alright, so I'm gonna put Drake on the left. So remember I said I only need Drake for like chest up, right? So really maybe not even chest up, because in the picture, in the background, like, hold on, let me hide the apples. Yeah, it's like not even his whole, like, it's like, for his, it's like here and up, you know? So, I'll put it at about right here. I want his face to be seen, because, you know, when we see thumbnails, it's the face that really draws us in. And it ain't even got to be in the center. Right here is perfectly fine. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then if I bring my counter up, I gotta make sure that like Drake is behind the counter. See, so that clips it off. Okay, so there's that. What else we gotta do? Bring Zendaya up. I hope I'm saying her name right. I've been saying it like that my whole life. Gotta make sure her face is seen. I didn't want to cut her like her bun out, but I just might have to. Or maybe I should switch sides. I don't know about this, y'all. I think I should just make the cupcakes smaller. Like if I click on these two and made them just a little bit smaller. Like that, then I can see more of her. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Same thing with Drake. I want feeling it. I want feeling it. Okay, bring him down. Alright, there we go. Okay, so that's pretty much what we want. Boom. Right? This is looking good. So now I want to make the text. So let me just hit T, or you can like click on the T right here to bring up the type tool. I'm gonna just type BS for verses. And I believe I have the font that I want to use on this computer. It's called Burbank. It's not on here. Let me go download it. I'm gonna just type Burbank. Oh, I can't spell. Oh, Burbank. The font. It's called Burbank Big Condensed, I think. And it's a free font, so y'all can easily download it. But yeah, that's what it looks like. How come I can't? Girl, where is it? Girl, Burbank. Girl, what in the world? Dog, like where is it at? There we go. It don't matter what website you get it from. It really don't matter. Just type in the font and then make sure it's free. So I can download it. Make sure you tell it that you're not a robot. Now you can hit download. Give it a second. Okay, so if you're on a Windows computer, you can just hit save. And if you want to install it, click it and then just click install. It's that easy. Okay, so now you can X this out, and then you don't even have to restart Photoshop. It's gonna already be in here. So if I double click back on that T and then type Burbank, it should pop up. Perfect. I hate having a big old text box, so I'm gonna just make it smaller because it's not even needed. I'm gonna hit the check mark, and I don't like to sit here and play with the numbers to make it bigger. I'll just get my move tool, and then I would just size it up like this. It's so much easier. So this isn't the same exact font, but I'm gonna make mine look like it as close as I can. And I can tell it's almost the same one because it's like the V is similar, but just bring this down. And let me actually say this too. by default with the newer versions of Photoshop, this thing right here will already be like turned on, I think. So if you just try to drag this up and down, it's gonna resize everything proportionally. But I don't want it to do that right now. So I'm just gonna hold down Shift on the keyboard and then click and drag this down. So now it's like squishing it, you know? So I just wanted to do that to try to make it match this in the center. You don't have to have that though if you don't want to. It's just me being extra. Alright, and actually, I was not thinking. I forgot that these two need to be different colors. So, oh wait, my brain kind of just turned off. I'm gonna get this B, click here where it says color, then I'm gonna click here on this red. Oh, it's like an orange. Okay, duh, I had to think about it. And then with the S, I'm gonna just select only the S, come here with the color thingy, and then just click right here. You know what? I'm gonna put these in two different text boxes. Yeah, cause it's gonna get real extra. Like, so I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna duplicate it. Put an S right there. Oh snap! I guess it was capitalized. Okay. And then for this S, I'm gonna just hold on. I might have to. Never mind. I'm good. I'm good. I was worrying about like being able to see it, but I'm straight. But yeah, so just click on this green down here. So now you can make it green. And I would just like lay them right on top of your background. Okay. So the thing that's different about this text is that it has this white outline around it. So let me actually hide these and we can zoom in on that so we can see it. So there's like this dark green under here, you see it there, and even on this orange one there's like a darker orange. Then there's like this shade of white up here. I might not add that shade of white on there, or like lighter orange, because I don't really see it much on this side, but I'll show you how to do everything else. Okay, so let me put both of these on. I'm gonna just move them out the way. I'll put it like right here so we can see it side by side. Okay, so both of them need to have a white outline. So double click on this empty space on top of the layer and go to stroke. So for the stroke, make sure that the position says outside, and you're just going to increase this number right here. And if it's not white, then just click here and then, you know, put it all the way at the very top. Okay, so increase this number and you'll see that it gets thicker, and just keep going till it matches the one out here. If you want to, you don't have to. So mine is good about right there. Okay, so that's good. Now I also want to add this drop shadow on it down here. So I'm gonna just click on drop shadow. If you don't have all these up here, then just click right here where it says FX and then click on drop shadow. Alright, so you would just make sure you have drop shadow selected and make sure it's checked. So now click on this color right here. Then with your little eyedropper tool, just hover down there. It's like a gray color, I guess. Hit OK. And uncheck global light. If you move your cursor right here, you should have it to look like how mine is, and you'll be able to click and drag to move that shadow around. So I'm just gonna put mine. Oh, it's actually not white enough. Let's see. Let me increase this. Bring it all the way up. Make sure this is normal. How come it's not a good size? Probably because my stroke is too big. That ain't sound right. But yeah, I'm gonna just bring this down a little bit. Go back to the drop shadow, and you know, this is normal to keep playing around with it. There we go. Spread. I'm trying to get it to be about the same width. About here it looks pretty good. It ain't gotta be exact, you know. If this is a bootleg version, it's okay. About right there. There we go. That's what I've been looking for. Okay. So you're gonna have to keep playing around with those numbers. It doesn't mean that your numbers on your screen will be the same exact as mine. Just eyeball it, okay? Just whatever looks good, work with that. You gotta use these same exact numbers. Alright. So I'm gonna just hit. Oh wait, I'm missing something. That dark orange stroke down there. This part might get hard. So I'm gonna go back to where it says stroke. So this stroke is just the white one. I'm gonna hit the plus, and whichever one is at the bottom, click on that one, and click here for the color. With your eyedropper tool, come down here to this dark orange color, and you know, as you move this thing around, you see how the color changes on this side. So but yeah, I'm gonna go down to this dark orange color, hit OK. I'm not sure about this part. I don't think it's gonna look right. If it don't look right, then I'm gonna just leave it alone. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, see, you're just putting it on the outside. Hold on. What if I do inside? I think that's it. Y'all, it's not looking right. Wait, maybe that was right. It kind of works, but like, you see how on the sides it's like, I want it to be like thicker on the bottom. Like, I know how I could do it, but I'll have to like separate my layers and all that, and I ain't got time. I honestly might just leave it just like this. All right, whatever. We gonna hit OK. I just got rid of it. I don't care. Okay, so we gonna hold down the Alt key and hover your mouse right here where it says FX, and then click and drag it up to the S. Now the effects are applied to that too. Okay. So now, I'm gonna just hit this little arrow here because I don't like for it to look messy on this side. I'm gonna get both of these. If you want to select two things at the same time, just have one thing selected and then hold down Shift, or you can hold down Control. Actually, hold down Control, or whichever one works for you. But anyways, click and drag it, put it where you want it. With theirs, yeah, that's about the right size. Okay, we're good. So now what you want to do is get that slash in the background. So I'm gonna make another layer, and if you want to make a new layer, just click on that right there. Let's come right here where the circle is, or it might be a square or something else, but it's basically in this spot right here. But go to the line tool, maybe. Yeah, go to the line tool. So we're going to, I like to start my cursor like off the page. So click and drag, just try to make it line up with, you know, theirs. It ain't gotta be on it exactly, but there's the line that we want. So let me click on something else and then come back to this layer. Hold on, wait. Why is it not doing what I want it to? Do I have to double click on it? Hold on, I don't like something. I don't like something about this. Okay, if you want to edit the line, just make sure that you're still on the line tool. Okay. So up here, you want the fill to, you know, you want to click on this little red slash here because we don't need a fill. A fill is a color that fills in a shape. There is no shape here, it's just a line. So you just want to mess with the stroke here. Stroke means outline. So you want to click on this right here, and then you want it to be white. So click on that. And then this number here, if you increase it, it'll make your line thicker. So I'm gonna just move that up. I think it updates when you hit enter. Okay, never mind, I lied. There's something odd about like when you're using the line tool and it's not coming up on my screen, and I have no idea why. I might just end up using a doggone what's that thing called? Is it making it thicker? I can't even tell. Dog. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take the short way out. I'm gonna just get a rectangle. Okay? We just gonna draw a rectangle like this. Click and drag it down. This one, see, I was looking for these settings right here. I don't know why that didn't come up, but anyways, we just gonna get this one, get your move tool, and then we're gonna rotate it. Okay? Rotate it until, you know, it's to your liking. I'm just gonna try to make mine line up with theirs. Mine needs to be a little bit thinner. About there is good. Okay, that's fine. And you want this line to be behind Drake, behind the apples, the plate, the counter, all that. So you can just click and drag this all the way down to the bottom. Down here, like right under Drake. And let me go ahead and hide the reference so you can see what we got so far. Looking good, looking good. So, alright, so now we want to pick our backgrounds. So you don't necessarily have to use the same background that they have, but I'm gonna choose something crazy. So I'm gonna choose something crazy, like, what would I type in Google? I'll put like stripes. I don't know. Color. No, I'll just put stripes. Yeah, stripes background. Ooh, this really is what I was looking for. Is there a word for that? Like the pattern? I don't know, but I'm gonna use this one too. Oh, that was perfect. Actually, I'm gonna use the same one probably, and then just change the color when I'm in Photoshop. Okay, so just paste that image. I'm gonna put this on Drake's side. Size that up, and if it goes over the line, it's fine. Like, we'll be able to fix it in a minute. I'm gonna call this one left. I always put a BKGD, and that's just, you know, abbreviated for background. Then I'm gonna duplicate that one, and I'm gonna call this one right, BKGD. And then I'm gonna click and drag that one over to the right. I kind of want it to line up though, so I'm gonna just drag it up and kind of try to eyeball it. That don't look good. I'm gonna uncheck show transform controls so that way I don't see that blue outline that will be around it. And I'm gonna just use the keyboard. That looks okay. It kind of adds this dimension kind of thing to it a little bit. Do I like that? I think I want this to be like right behind her though. Yeah, let me bring this back. I don't know, y'all. Let me bring this down a little bit. Trying to make the lines match up a little bit. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work the way I want it to. Alright, never mind. Abort mission. So I'm gonna just go and choose like some other kind of background. Like something like this. Something crazy. This is not loading up to be high quality. Okay, there we go. Copy image. But I'm gonna just change the color of it because I don't want it to make it look like I'm trying to make them match up, you know? So let me just size this down a little bit and have it be about right here. Okay. So let me show y'all how I'm gonna change the color. But let me change the name of that one more time. Right, BKGD. So now I want to come right here. There's more than one way to do this, but this is my way. Go to solid color. So we got red and white. So I guess I'll do like, I guess blue on this one. Like a lighter blue kinda. Okay. So I'll only want this blue color to apply to this layer beneath it, which is the right background. So I'm gonna right click right here, go to, what is it? Clipping mask. There we go. So now it's only on this side, but I need the color to come through. So I'm gonna go right here where it says normal. These are called blend modes. So if you go through them, it'll apply to the photo in different ways. It just depends on the picture. Like it's always different for every photo. What do I want? That's the one I wanted. Perfect. So it worked for hue, what is color, and it works for color too. But it's different for any photo you might use. So for whatever example that you might use, it doesn't mean that the color one or the hue one might work for you. So just make sure you go through every single blend mode to see, you know, what do you like. Okay, and make sure you're hitting save as you're working. So I have this, and now that I'm thinking about it, there's white lines in both of these. Then I have that white slash as well, so it might not look right, but we gonna see. And I kind of don't like how my plates look like that. But anyways, so I'm gonna get Drake. I want his color to look like probably about the same as Zendaya's. So I'm gonna just right click this layer, make sure, oh, I don't have to rasterize it because it's not a smart object, but you see this little icon right here? If you have that, then right click your layer and then hit rasterize layer for the one of your people, for the layer of your people that you have on there. But okay, now you want to go to image adjustments and then match color. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to, but I just want their colors to match. The source is this Photoshop file, but the layer I want to match is the Zendaya layer. So right now it looks a little bit too bright. So you gotta just kind of try to play around with this and see what works. Probably not even gonna use it at all, because it's not looking right. I don't know. Oh wait, hold on, we getting a little close. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is working. Kinda. For the most part. So I'm gonna leave it like this for now. Okay, so if that's the one you want, then it stays like that. If you want to take it off, then just hit undo. But I think I'm gonna just leave them on like that for a second. Alright, so now let's get our slash back. If I can find it. Hold on. Rectangle. Maybe I put it on the wrong layer. Let me bring it up. There it go. Yeah, so see, I have that I have those white lines in both of my photos, so it kind of looks odd now. So yeah. Alright, but anyways, if you want to get rid of the blue on one side, then I'll show you how to do that part. But basically all we're going to do is just use a layer mask. So I'm going to get the right background layer, add a layer mask, come right here, get your brush. You want to make a part of it disappear, so we're going to make sure that this is black at the top. So let's change these arrows, make my brush a bit bigger, and I'm gonna just get rid of that part. I don't want my brush to be a soft brush though. I want a hard round brush. Let's zoom in, and I can just get rid of that. So I'm gonna just get like right here on the line. And remember that thing I told you, if you click one time and then hold down shift and then click again, then it gets rid of all that in a straight line. There's like an extra little red piece here, so I think what I'll just do is get the left background and bring it over to the right a little bit to fill that in. So that looks good. Okay, so now for the versus part, I don't think I want to keep it that color. I might just make the V blue and then the green red. So let's go in there and fix that. I want this one to be blue. Or I could have done yellow, because yellow will work too. But I don't know. Let's see. I want that red. No, never mind. This works. So something else I want to do too. I'm going to select the V and the S over here in the layers panel. I'm going to add that to a group. So let's click on the little folder down here. Or you can click on Control G or Command G if you're on a Mac. And it'll just group them together like this. I'm just going to type versus so I know what that is. Again, make sure you're saving your file. And I'm going to just double click right here in this open space. So you can apply layer styles to groups too, not just individual layers. So I want a drop shadow on this. I want it to be black. And that makes it pop more. You see what I mean? It makes it pop more. But I'm doing this because it'll make up for us not being able to add that like dark orange thing that we were working on a minute ago. So yeah, so right now this is a little bit too like thick of an outline kind of. Let me actually go to the stroke and see how that would look if I made it black. That works even better. Alright, let's see how thick this could look. Right there is fine. My versus line, like the slant, I might end up making that, you know, back into like a black color. I don't know, but I'm gonna bring this up right here, maybe make it a little bit bigger, just so it's a bit more dramatic. Alright, so with the food, if you have like some extra parts in here that you want to get rid of, you know how to do it. Just get your brush, go to your layer mask, and you can just get a soft brush and erase it. But if you want your shadows to look a bit more real, you can play with the drop shadow in here, or you can get a brush and draw it on if you want to. But let me see what I want to do for mine. So I'm gonna have these two. So these are both cupcakes. I'm gonna call this L cupcake for the left. I cannot see my screen from right here. Like I can, but I can't. Cupcake on the right. These are the apples. Let me see if this is gonna work if I just try the regular drop shadow, because you know we always try to be lazy around here. So you don't want the drop shadow to look like that, right? You want the drop shadow to be like, this is your object, and if the object is like up, like here, then the shadow would be like on the ground, or in this case on the plate, right? So yeah, you can't do that here. Yeah, so scratch all that. Cancel, cancel, cancel. So what you could do is duplicate the layer of the apples. Or am I tripping? Let me look at the reference. Hold on. That's why we always need a reference. Well, they just put their shadow like right under everything. So maybe I'm just being a little extra. So yeah, let's just do that if we just want to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. So I'm gonna go back and double click on the apples. Go to drop shadow. Increase the size. So when you increase the size, it makes it like softer on the edges. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna bring my mouse out here, click and drag it down, because you want the shadow to only be at the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and just try to like bring it in some, bring in the distance, and maybe bring this down a little bit more. So yeah, just keep playing with it till it looks right to you. This looks decent. It's just that obviously we don't need the shadow to be like, you know, up at the top or on the sides up there. Only needs to be down here on the plate. So I'm gonna do this, increase my spread just a little bit. I'm not really liking how the bottom is looking, but I'm gonna lower the opacity of the whole thing and do something like that, and maybe bring the distance in some more. I'm not entirely satisfied with it, so I think personally what I will probably do is get a new layer and put it right under the apples. Get the brush and then zoom in a little bit, and then with my brush I'll just turn the opacity down to like, I don't know, 15 or so, 10, 20. Make sure that it's on black, and then I'll just kind of paint down. Oh, wrong one. I need a soft brush. Okay, but then I'll just kind of paint down here a little bit, cause like, you know, with shadows, like the closer the object, wait, what am I trying to say? With the shadow, the closer it is to the object, like that's where it's darkest, and then when it gets further away, it gets like lighter, right? So I would probably make the parts that are closer to it darker, and then lower the opacity a little bit more. And then kind of just like try to paint it going outwards. Like I would do something like that. But we ain't got time for that. Like that will be a little bit of a longer video, and I ain't trying to hold y'all. But yeah, so there's that, okay? There's that. What else could we do? So same thing for the cupcakes. But for the apples right here, I'm holding down Alt, go to right here where it says FX, click and drag that up to the left cupcake, and then do the same thing for the right cupcake. So it looks okay right there. But again, it's just the thumbnail. Like if you look at it right there, that's perfect, honestly. Let me go back to the verses part. Bring that down a little bit. If you got the V touching his shoulder, it's fine. If it's touching the food, it's fine. Like it's okay. If you want yours to be smaller, that's fine too. I'm just trying to see where I want mine to be at. So that's perfect. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, y'all. So if I go back to the reference, so the only thing that's different about the reference, I guess, is they have just a different background, and they added lightning. So if you wanted lightning, you can just like go on Google, type in lightning, and then put it on your screen. Oh, one more thing, they have a glow around the people. So let me do that, and that should be the last thing we gotta do. So I'm gonna get Drake, double click right here, And we're going to go to, there should be an outer glow one. If you don't see it, come right here where I am and go to outer glow. And I think their glow is for white. I think, let me hit OK and check. Yeah, their glows are white. Okay. So let me go back to Drake. So I'm gonna go back, double click on that space there. Go to outer glow. It's already on white, I believe. Okay, so that's perfect. I like to put this on normal. And then I'm gonna bring the opacity up to 100. I see a slight glow around him, but if you want it to be bigger, it kind of works like how the drop shadow works. So you can just increase the spread and increase the size, and you can do something like that. But personally, I don't really be messing with the glow like that. You can do the same effect with the drop shadow. So I'm just go ahead and try that. Click on drop shadow, open that up. So right now it's black, but if you change that to white, hit OK. It just looks a lot softer over here. Oh, bring your distance up. Hold on, how come it ain't looking good? I gotta increase it a lot more. Like you see it here, but it's like, there we go. I just had to click and drag it around a little bit. But yeah, that works. So if you want to try having a glow around them, try using the drop shadow instead. And you can change the color too. You can make him be like a lighter red. Because if you use like a red, you can have that effect. But if you want it to be brighter, then just pick a lighter color. So it's all up to you. It might be a little extra if I did blue. I don't know, it's just me being extra, but no, I think I'll just go back to the red. So you can do something like that. Hit OK, and then for the Zendaya, do the same thing. I'm gonna actually hold down the Alt key on the effects thing, click and drag it up to her, and then just make her glow blue. Or her drop shadow, I mean. Click here, go to blue. Oh no, why is it still on Drake? Oh no. Okay, double click on Zendaya. Come back here, go here, and then you can just make it blue. I don't really see hers though. No, you kind of see it. Kind of. Maybe I gotta increase the distance or the spread. It's up to you. It's up to you. But that's basically it, y'all. So I didn't mention this before, and I meant to. Exporting. So when you're ready to like save it, just go to File, Export, and then Export as. Oh, mine acted up. My bad. Well, with yours, go to Export and then Export as, and then make sure the format is a PNG. But sometimes I'll do Export and then Quick Export as PNG. And you can just put that wherever. And yeah, so there's that. There's your thumbnail, you guys, like the Prince family. So here's the before and there's the after. But I mean, with theirs, I feel like what's different is probably the quality of the photos. Like I got my pictures from Google, so. But yeah, if you want to edit the picture individually, then you can. But there you go. Alright, so if y'all have any other questions, just let me know in the comments. And I'm also putting my Instagram up here too, so you can like hit me up on Instagram and just ask me if you need help with making a thumbnail, YouTube banner, flyers, logos. I do literally everything, like packaging design, t-shirt design, like anything, print, brochures, like business cards, literally anything that has pictures and text. Alright, so I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.